approximation.
Loma made 3 fighters quit on a stool with his style because we couldn't see him. We couldn't find him in the ring. Loma gonna wear him down.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Devin Haney has been demanding this fight. He's been chasing Lomachenko for 4 years. He even forced Lomachenko to vacate his belt when he was his mandatory 4 years ago. You fast forward to present day, and we're going to finally see this fight this Saturday. I've been telling you guys for the longest, and I'm going to keep telling you, when it comes to the big fights this year for American boxers, and I'm talking about Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis against Ryan Garcia, Stephen Fulton versus Inoue, I truly believe that Devin Haney, he has the toughest fight because of Lomachenko's skill set. Old media calls Lomachenko the Matrix. And Lomachenko's best weapon is not his power. It's not his speed. It's not even his angles. His best weapon is his feints. Lomachenko does a great job of applying tactical pressure, which wears down almost all of his opponents. From Jermaine Ortiz to Teofimo Lopez to Luke Campbell, all the way down to Linares. They all did really well against Lomachenko. In fact, a lot of them were beating Lomachenko. Jorge Linares was up on the scorecards before that fight ended. ESPN had the Lomachenko versus Luke Campbell fight even after the 6th round. And Lomachenko would say immediately after that fight, that was his most difficult fight, the Luke Campbell fight. Teofimo Lopez, he beat Lomachenko officially, and Jermaine Ortiz came damn close to beating him. But with all of Lomachenko's opponents, at least the ones that I just named right now, what they all have in common is all of them, including Teofimo Lopez, they all faded during the second half of the fight, which is due to Lomachenko's tactical pressure, his feints. What Lomachenko is a master at doing is forcing you to exert more energy without Loma himself having to exert that much energy. He'll keep moving around the ring, darting in and out, trying to feint you out of position. And if he's effective, then that's when he's going to throw a punch. But if Loma feels that there's even a 30% chance that he can get countered in the exchange, he won't punch at all. He will reset. He'll get back on his bicycle, start moving around the ring, and try to set you up with another assault. In fact, even after the Teofimo Lopez fight, after Loma lost, one of the first things he said the very next day is the reason why he didn't let his hands go in the first 6 rounds, because he felt he was not in a position to punch without getting hit. He admitted this. See, it took some time for him to start making excuses and then blame it on his shoulder. But we know it wasn't his shoulder because he was letting his hands go. He was letting both of his hands go in the second half of that fight, which is the opposite of what you would do if you had an injury. When you have a real injury, you fight the exact same way Gervonta fought Isaac Cruz, with one hand. What you don't do is fight like Manny Pacquiao did against Floyd Mayweather and Lomachenko did against Teofimo Lopez, which is fight with both hands, both arms. By the way, I included Manny Pacquiao's name in that comparison because coincidentally, Manny Pacquiao used the exact same excuse that Lomachenko used when he lost to Teofimo Lopez. Manny said it was a shoulder injury. But for Manny Pacquiao, he really embarrassed himself because he got caught lying about the shoulder injury many times. First of all, Manny Pacquiao said the injury was before the fight. But what Manny Pacquiao didn't anticipate and could not have anticipated was fans threatening to sue him for going into a fight of this magnitude, claiming that you were already injured going into it because they bet money on him, etc., etc. Once Manny Pacquiao found out that there were fans threatening to sue him, he changed the story, and he said he was actually injured in like the 3rd round. But once again, the punch stats don't reflect that. because Manny Pacquiao was just as consistent with his right shoulder that he claimed was injured before and after he claimed he injured it. Right after the fight, Manny Pacquiao, he shows up with an arm brace on his shoulder, and then like days later, he's caught swimming, deep sea swimming, and when people asked him what happened to the shoulder injury, he said the salt water that he was scuba diving in actually healed the shoulder. No need for surgery. Salt water healed it in a couple of days. Let Manny Pacquiao tell it. Okay, now getting back to the feints. Something else Lomachenko will do is while he's trying to feint you out of position, if you set him up with a counter, and regardless if it lands or not, he'll wait till his opponent gets his punches off, because Lomachenko is smart enough to understand. After a fighter throws some type of explosive combination, he throws a couple punches, and right after that, they usually try to take a quick breather. And as soon as that opponent takes that split-second rest, that's when Lomachenko usually ambushes his opponent, forcing his opponents to work harder. And usually by the 6th or 7th round, Lomachenko's opponents are already starting to show signs of fatigue. This is what Lomachenko is planning on doing to Devin Haney this Saturday. As Lomachenko's manager put it, wear Devin Haney down. Now, while Devin Haney is the favorite to win this fight, I will say, to me, Devin Haney, he would have to clearly win 9 rounds to 3 or better to get the decision that he will deserve. If the fight is as competitive as the Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez fight, there's a very good chance they're going to rob Devin Haney. If Devin Haney is only landing 4 punches to Lomachenko's 2 punches, they're going to most likely try to give those rounds to Lomachenko if he's landing 2 punches clean. Once again, compared to Devin Haney's 4 punches landed clean. Devin would have to land 10 punches to Lomachenko's 2 punches. And even then, one of the judges might give that round to Lomachenko depending on what punch it was that Lomachenko landed. After all, let's not forget there was a judge that was giving Canelo Alvarez many rounds in the Floyd Mayweather fight. So with that being said, even though I believe Devin Haney is going to win this fight, there's definitely a good chance that Lomachenko can still end up getting the decision. And we know that if Lomachenko does get the decision, it doesn't matter if it's a robbery or not. You won't hear any fans say that Devin Haney was just too young. He was just too inexperienced. He took this fight too early, like they said, obviously, for Canelo Alvarez when he lost to Mayweather, right? No excuses will apply if Devin Haney loses this fight because he does not have his hope insurance. You know, when you got that hope insurance, it covers everything. It covers losses. It covers you cheating in the ring. No matter what you do, you're fully covered. They give them the best full coverage excuse plan. So once again, let's just say Lomachenko, he gets the decision. If Lomachenko gets this decision, then there's a very good chance that we could actually get Lomachenko versus the face of boxing, Gervonta Tank Davis. Lomachenko has been calling out. That's the one fighter that Lomachenko has been calling out for years. When it came to Gervonta, Loma didn't care if Davis had any belts or not. He just wanted to fight him. And this is before he was obviously the face of boxing, way before that, right? But when it came to Devin Haney, by way of contrast, Lomachenko was actually ordered to fight Devin Haney, and he decided to vacate his belt rather than fight Devin Haney. This is more proof that everyone in the lightweight division, they all see Devin Haney as the most difficult fight. It all started with Ryan Garcia's honesty. He said years ago when all 4, Teofimo, Ryan, Devin, and Gervonta, when they were all undefeated, Ryan, he said it on multiple occasions that he felt that Devin Haney would be the most difficult challenge. Now Gervonta Tank Davis has all of the belts, and there's really no one that's going after him. But we know for a fact if Ryan Garcia had all the belts, if Teofimo had all the belts, everyone would be calling them out, right? Everyone would be saying, I want to fight for undisputed. So with that being said, I personally believe win, lose, or draw for Lomachenko this Saturday, I still would like to see Lomachenko against Gervonta in the future. I still would like to see him against maybe even a George Kambosos. You know, the biggest losers tournament, like I've been telling you guys. All the guys that lose to the best fighters, they all fight against each other. But first, we have to see how this is going to play out this Saturday with this fight between Devin Haney and Lomachenko. Lomachenko's people, they're promising that they're going to wear down Devin Haney. And it's interesting because Devin Haney, he's pretty much saying that he's going to walk down Lomachenko. So we'll see who gets walked down this weekend. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, the fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodekey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.